Hey everybody, welcome to the Profit CFO channel, where we are here to teach small business owners the financial pillars to help make them profitable. Yes, I said profitable because we all love money. And how we're going to do that? By helping you understand what you're making, keeping, and spending. In this video today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the top 5 mistakes that I see a lot of business owner clients of mine make. I want to make sure that you're not making those too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to those 5. All right. So we're back. But in all seriousness, right? There are a lot of mistakes that I see quite a few clients, prospects, people that are coming in and talking to me about financials that they're making. And I feel like if you understand some of them, hopefully we can go ahead and stop you from making them. So we're going to list them in order from the worst is going to go last all the way, down to what my top 5 would be. So we're starting at number 5. So number 5 would be no clarity. No clarity around the numbers that are coming in, around the numbers that are going out, and anything in between. There's no systems, there's no processes. It's just money comes in, you swipe, and you pray to the money gods that there's still going to be something there a little bit later, right? I've had owners come in where I've asked them what the revenue is, how much they're making. Oh, I've got $1 million business. I'm making $1 million a year. Cool. Well, what are you spending? Oh, I have absolutely no clue. And then when we go through and we do the numbers, expenses are totaling up about $950,000. Doesn't leave a lot of profit on the other side. You want to make sure that you know what's coming in. You want to know what's going out, right? That way you can make smart financial decisions for the business instead of guessing. The 4th one is not having the right financial team in place. And when it comes to the financial team, there's 3 people that I think are very, very, very important for you to surround yourself with and for them to be helping take a look at the money. The first one is going to be finding yourself a great CPA or accountant, right? Not every CPA or accountant is made the same. Some people, they're just going to fill out your taxes, put a couple of numbers here, numbers there, based off the numbers that you've given them, and send that out to the IRS. That's not the accountant or the CPA that you want. What you really want is somebody that's going to sit down with you, talk tax strategy. You're making this amount, we can put this here, and just get very granular on where the money could be going so that you can actually limit how much you end up having to pay in taxes without getting the advice, hey, go buy a G-Wagon because we can put it down for depreciation for X amount of years. There's no need to spend that kind of money if you can take that money back and reinvest it in the business if you do it the right way and plan the right way. The second person, and I believe this is true if you're making $100,000 or more, you absolutely need this person. A little bit less than that, and maybe you can do some of it yourself, but number 2 is a bookkeeper. A great bookkeeper is worth their weight in gold. They're going to save you a ton of money themselves because they're going to keep you organized. You're going to have, again, that clarity that you need. You're going to have a lot of that when it comes to them. The reason why I say some people might be able to, under $100,000, kind of manage it themselves is because you might only have 5, 10, 20 transactions coming through. If you're on top of your numbers and your books, you can categorize those and make sure that they're going in the right places. But if you have products, you have a lot of staff working for you, there's a lot of money coming in from different places, small pieces, big pieces, you're swiping the card like crazy. You need somebody on your team to make sure that these things are all categorized the right way and in the right places, again, to give you that clarity that you truly need. And number 3 is going to be somebody like me, somebody who loves the budget, who loves the micro of the numbers, and can help you talk strategy, right? So when we're looking at numbers, if I ask you, okay, hey, your payroll was $35,000 this month, and last month it was $22,000, and if I'm asking you why, what was the difference, and you can't tell me, there's a big problem there, right? I mean, that's a huge gap and a huge increase, and for you not to know why, there's a problem. If you know why, say you hired an extra person and you're paying, or 2 people and you're paying extra to them, then that makes sense, right? The numbers fit the story and the piece of the puzzle. But if they don't, we need to go back and we need to actually figure out why there was such an increase. Are staff just not clocking out? Like little things like that, and strategize what you need to do in order to bring that expense back down to the number that we had budgeted. Also, if you have a lot of profit coming in, or if you need to make profit, we can have different conversations about what you can do with it, what you need to do in order to increase it, looking at the percentages based off of what's coming in every single month. On to number 3. So number 3 is magic money. Not Magic Mike, guys. Magic money. So what's magic money? There's a business account here. There's a personal account here that funds your personal life. I don't have enough in this one, so I'm just going to take my hand and put it into my magic account that just produces money, and I'm going to go buy that pair of Jordans, or I'm going to go buy that snowboard, or I'm going to go buy that new camera. You can't operate like that. Your business is for business funds. It's not magic money that anytime that you might be running a little bit low on funds or you want something, you can just go ahead and put your hand in that pot and bring it on over. Real quick, if you're liking some of the knowledge that I'm dropping right now, it would mean a lot to me if you would go ahead and like and subscribe. That way I can continue to make content like this for you in order to teach you how not to make some of the mistakes I've seen a lot of other people make. Thanks. On to number 2. So number 2, it's no paycheck. Most of us run a business because we like money, we want money, we need to get paid, right? But I can tell you, a lot of business owners, even the ones that are making millions of dollars, they're still working in the business. They're not all taking a paycheck. And I feel like it comes down to 2 really big pieces. The first one, it's not budgeted into the business budget. So the number's not there and you're just kind of guessing. And you take a distribution here and there's no payroll where it's automatically going into your account. And the other big one is you don't have clarity around what you need on the personal side. I see this day in and day out. How much do you make? $5,000. Okay, cool. So you guess on that. You move $5,000 over, and then you realize that you need another $4,000, so you put your hand into the magic money jar and go ahead and you put it into your account by taking a large distribution. I've seen distributions as large as $50,000, $60,000 because I just needed money in my personal account. That's not the right way to do it. What you really want to do is go backwards. So take what you're making on the personal side, or what you need on the personal side, total up all of your expenses and figure out that number and plug it in on the business side. If you plug it in on the business side and you actually have your income that you want, your income or salary, as well as your expenses, and there's still a positive number, we're good to go. If there's a negative number, well, now you either know that you either need to increase the revenue that's coming in or decrease the expenses, or both, or decrease the amount that you need to take, which means that you decrease here. But it gives you a very clear plan on what you need to do, which is very, very, very important. And number 1, my friends, number one is the one that drives me crazy. It's not having a separate account for your personal account or for your business account. For most of us, it's a no-brainer to go ahead and separate those things. But I can tell you there are a lot of people that aren't separating it or know that they need to separate it. It's very easy to go ahead and set up a business account. It's very easy to set up business credit cards, everything like that. The one thing that we do know is that it's a massive problem. If you do not have these separated when it comes to taxes, when it comes to working with a bookkeeper, when it comes to working with an accountant, it's going to be a huge problem for you. But I promise it's a lot easier than you actually think it is. And what happens is you can go and check over here. I actually made a video that kind of breaks down the process and helps you understand in depth the step-by-step in order to go ahead and separate your business finances. Hope you'll check it out.